Hello, this is about Model 5.1. This example is from Kelton, Chapter 5, Model 1. The title is A Simple Call Center System. I will first talk to you about the problem statement. There is a call center system, generic one, and it provides the central number in an organization that customers call for technical support, sales information, and order status. So customers would call to get technical support, to get sales information, and to ask about the order status of the items that they ordered before. Incoming calls arrive with inter-arrival times being exponentially distributed with a mean of 0.857 minutes. The resource is limited. There are only 26 trunk lines to answer these phone calls. Okay. Okay, so let's say all these 26 lines are in use. Then there is when a caller calls, then he or she is going to get a busy signal. Okay. The caller may call again, but we ignore that. We consider that he just goes away. So an answered call hears a recording describing three options: transfer to technical support, transfer to sales information, or transfer to order status. Of course, there is a probability for them. 76% of the time it's going to transfer to technical support, 16% of the time it's going to transfer to sales information, and 8% of the time it's going to transfer to order status inquiry. Each time this transfer is going to take around uniformly 0.106 minutes. So everything we talk about is going to be in terms of minutes. So let's say the caller is interested in the technical support. Then a second recording request, which of the three product types the caller is using, he's going to receive. So each of these is going to last uniformly 0.105 minutes. So when the caller for the technical support calls, then he or she is going to be directed to the three product types. He's supposed to choose one of the three product types, and the percentages of the request for each product type is respectively 25%, 34%, 41%. Respectively, of course. Product 1 is 25%, product 2 is 34%, and product 3 is 41%. So most of the customers are calling for product type 3. If a qualified technical support person is available for the selected product type, the call is automatically routed to that person. If none are currently available, the customer is placed in an electronic queue where he is subjected to annoying rock music until a support person is available. The time for all technical support calls is estimated to be triangular random variable or distribution with the minutes 3, 6, 8, 18, regardless of the product type. Upon completion of the call, the customer exits the system. So the technical support part would consist of three product types, and each has some sort of percentages for the call to be directed to, and each time for all technical support calls is going to last for triangular 3, 6, 18 minutes. Then when the call is completed, the customer exits the system. Next, the caller could be directed to sales calls. Okay. Usually sales staff excuse me, sales staff is going to help for the sales calls. Sometimes salesperson is not available, so the caller is treated to soothing new age space music because we are hoping for a sale, so it's a better music. Sales calls are estimated to be triangular for 15-45 minutes. As you see, the time it takes for the sales representative to talk to is more than the technical support guy talking to the customer. One of them is like 4 minutes minimum, the other one is 3 minutes minimum. Sales staff will call up to 45 minutes maximum. On the other hand, technical support will talk to 18 minutes maximum. Then, upon completion of the call, happy customer exits the system. Callers can also call for order status of their orders done long before. This is automatically handled by the phone system. There is no limit on the number the system can handle. How about there is a limitation for this 26 trunk lines, so you can consider this as a limit. And order status calls will also occupy one of them. Therefore, we have to use that resource, so we have only 26 trunk lines in there. The estimated time for these transactions, order status, it is less than everything we had seen before. It is minimum 2 minutes, maximum 4 minutes. It's the triangular distribution. And with 15% of these callers opting to speak to a real person after they have received their order status. So 85% of the time their call will be handled by the phone system automatically, but 15% of the time they are going to be directed to the staff. Okay. What type of staff they are going to be directed to? They are going to be directed to or routed to the sales staff. But if you compare, so sales calls are going to be routed to the sales staff. Order status calls are going to be directed to or routed to the sales staff. One of them should have a priority. Of course, the sales calls will be given the priority because they will buy new stuff. Okay. So these calls for the order status, they are going to be given a lower priority than sales calls. What does this mean? This means that if an order status call is in queue waiting for a salesperson and a new arriving sales call enters, the sales call will be given priority over the order status call, and it's going to be answered first. These follow-up order status calls are estimated to last triangular distribution 2-3-4 minutes, as we said before. After the call is over, they exit the system. As a remark, we want to say the call center hours is limited. They are from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. But after 6 p.m., there's a small portion of staff is left for duty. Okay, so they are going to stay and they are going to answer until 7 p.m. They are not going to answer a new call, but they are going to answer the calls that were in line right before 6 p.m. and the call response were not completed. Okay. So what are the resources in terms of the employees? Over the course of a day, there are only 8 technical support employees to answer technical support calls. 2 of them are devoted to product type 1 calls, 3 of them are devoted to product 2 calls, and the other 3 are left for product type 3 calls. There are also 4 sales employees to answer the sales calls. Those people are going to also help with the order status calls who wants to speak to a real person. So we will also count the number of customer calls that are not able to get a trunk line and are thus rejected from the entering system. So you can consider this as a bulking in queuing system, as we have seen before. Bulking was, it would mean that customer would decide to leave the queue because the queue would be more than they would expect. But in our model, it's not bulking. In our model, we are to call if the caller will not get an available trunk line, then they are going to be rejected from the system. They will not even be able to enter the system. There is another situation which is called the reneging. This is customers who get a trunk line initially but later hang up the phone before being served. These are going to be handled in chapter 9. So what are the statistics we are interested in? We are interested in number of customer rejections, busy signals, total time on the line by customer type, time waiting for a real person by customer type, number of calls waiting for service by customer type, and personnel utilization. We will continue in our next video.